大谷翔平が躍動。王者ドジャース。開幕から破竹の9連勝で歴史的快挙。日本時間4月5日、米国時間4月4日、シチズンズ、バンク、パークで行われた MLB2025 年シーズンの注目カード、ロサンゼルス、ドジャース対フィラデルフィア。フィリーズ戦は大谷翔平の活躍によりドジャースが勝利し、開幕からの連勝を9に伸ばした。試合前、米アップルテレビプラスのフライデーナイト、ベースボールで専門家たちは、大谷翔平は球界のユニコーンと絶賛。昨季は54本塁打、59盗塁を達成し、OPS+190 という歴史的数字を記録したことも改めて紹介された。今回の試合でも、その圧倒的な端攻守が光り、序盤から観客を魅了。さらに先発した山本由伸も抜群の安定感で好投し、チームを牽引した。一方、フィリーズのスター選手ブライス・ハーパーとの対決にも注目が集まったが、大谷が存在感を見せつけた形となった。ドジャースは昨年のワールドシリーズ王者として開幕8連勝という球団史上最高のスタートを切り、さらに記録を更新。勢いに乗るドジャースと大谷翔平の今後にますます期待が高まる一戦となった。それでは引き続き、日本語字幕で詳しい解説をお楽しみください。
Welcome back to the Friday Night Baseball pregame show here on Apple TV Plus, presented by BetMGM. There he is in the City Connects. A look at Jesus Luzardo. How about this? A 2.55 ERA and 3 career starts against the Dodgers, last facing them in 2023 when he pitched for the Marlins. Russell, what's on your radar tonight?
Well, what's on my radar, guys, is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The guy's going to be facing Jesus Luzardo. And I think the thing that I love about Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the second half of last season and in the postseason, I saw a guy that felt comfortable pitching in the big leagues, pitching stateside, and he looks like a guy that's not afraid of the moment. And you already started to see in his first 2 starts this year, stuff's nasty, he looks comfortable, and I expect a big year in 2025.
I think just his ability to be composed, right? Like he doesn't show much emotion, and he's able to go through lineups multiple times because of nasty split fastball that he can pitch to both sides of the plate, off speed. Really, really impressive what he's done so far since being here. And I know that transition from going over and playing in Korea, so coming over here is not easy either. So I want to get to my X factor. I look at Alec Boehm on the other side. For me, the Phillies, this is a player to me that's continuing to develop year after year after year. The strikeout numbers have come down each year, but also he's become more productive each year, especially with runners in scoring position. 97 RBIs last year, and the batting average. I know we don't talk about batting average anymore, but 280. So like still a guy that understands what he's doing, what pitches he's looking for, even at a younger age, playing better third base as well. Continue to get better year after year. He's my X factor for tonight in the Phillies line.
I love that. Russ, you and I had a front row seat to that 2022 World Series when they were eventually defeated in 6 by the Houston Astros. But Alec Boehm played such a big role on that team, and it seems like he's continuing to mature as time goes on.
Yeah, getting better and better. The year he taps into that power, you're going to see a really good player.
Yeah, Alec Boehm in the cleanup spot tonight. So maybe that power will be on display against a very tough Yamamoto and the undefeated LA Dodgers. So regardless of how you look at it, you're in for a real treat if you're watching Friday Night Baseball. Enjoy the game, my friends. We will see you next week.
Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV Plus is presented by Chevrolet. It's a showdown in South Philly. Citizens Bank Park the setting. The reigning world champion Los Angeles Dodgers put their unbeaten start on the line against the Philadelphia Phillies. Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers out to an unprecedented start. 8-0 to begin the season. A litany of all-stars in this game, including Bryce Harper and the Phillies, who would love nothing more than to make a statement against the reigning World Series winners. And we welcome you inside. Great to be with you. Alex Faust, Ryan Spielberg, Tricia Whitaker here with you. What a matchup. What a setting here early in this baseball season.
I mean, to think about the future Hall of Famers that are playing behind us on a Friday night, a heavyweight bout in April maybe gives us a little bit of sense of what we're going to see in October. We know it's so early, but to know that behind us, this is probably the greatest collection of talent we have in tonight's game right now.
Should be a lot of fun. Now, amid all the storylines for the Dodgers, their payroll, their start, defending the World Series title, you've got the biggest show in baseball. It is still Shohei Ohtani.
It is the age of Shohei Ohtani. He is baseball's unicorn. He is unprecedented. 3 career MVPs, including the first DH to ever win an MVP. He wasn't pitching last year. First 50-50 season that we saw a season ago set a franchise record for the Dodgers with 54 home runs. And by the way, the runs scored. But when you consider where he ranks, Dodgers franchise, Shohei Ohtani, 190 OPS plus, that's 90% better than league average, has him ahead of Mike Piazza, Pedro Guerrero. But what separates Ohtani from everybody else is the speed combination. On the bags last year, 59 stolen bases, nearly 94% success rate. That's ridiculous. We haven't even talked about him pitching. He's incredible.
He might yet pitch in the next couple months here. What a start for the Dodgers. In the 122-year history of the World Series, no defending champion has gotten off to a better start, and they're only a couple wins shy of a franchise record for wins to start a season. So as much as Shohei Ohtani is the face of the Dodgers, Bryce Harper is still the face of the Phillies. And as great as his career has been, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame too. The one thing missing from his great resume is a World Series title.
No question, and he got really close a couple years ago. There will be a statue of Bryce Harper when it's all said and done. Former first overall draft pick back in 2010. He was the Rookie of the Year in 2012. Won a National League MVP with the Nationals and then won one with the Phillies. When you're watching him play, what we admire about him is just the constant grind that he's always on. He never takes a night off. That's why I think Philadelphia has bought into him. He has that blue-collar attitude, but also he's one of the league's best. Since he has been around Major League Baseball, he has turned into one of the best left-handed hitters in the game. And then since 2019, at Citizens Bank, nobody hits better than Bryce Harper except for Aaron Judge in Yankee Stadium.
We know this as well. Bryce Harper drags his teammates into the fight, and they're going to need some of these guys to play at their best because, in all likelihood, for the Phillies to get back to the World Series, they're probably going to have to go through Los Angeles to do it. Remember, a couple of these guys are also free agents at the end of the season, so who knows what the future may be for this Phillies team. Phillies and Dodgers haven't met in the postseason in more than a decade. Might this be the year? A hint of what's to come, perhaps. Ohtani and Harper, Betts and Turner. We kick off this highly anticipated 3-game series next.
Fastball.
Phillies have won each of their last 3 series against the Dodgers. LA defeating the Chicago Cubs twice in Japan. They swept Detroit. They swept Atlanta this week with Shohei Ohtani's walk-off Wednesday, an exclamation point to an unprecedented start. There is only one unbeaten team remaining in baseball. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jesus Luzardo ready to go against Shohei Ohtani. And the first pitch is in there against the reigning unanimous MVP in baseball. Ball 1 to Ohtani. (2-0) from Luzardo, making his second start for Philadelphia since he was acquired by Miami from Miami in December. There's a strike. 98.
The key for any pitcher going up against either Dodgers or Phillies is strike one. You have to pound the strike zone.
Popped up by Ohtani. Left side, Max Kepler jogging in. And he'll make the catch. Kepler, of course, moving from right field to left as he was acquired by Philadelphia in the offseason. Take a look at the defense for Philadelphia here with Kepler in left, Brandon Marsh in center, Nick Castellanos in right. There's Ohtani. And Ohtani gets a hold of one to center. Marsh drifting back, but it stays in the yard. Just a 6-pitch inning. We thank Bryce Harper for joining us.
You're the best.
All right, we will start with Yamamoto. What are you seeing from him so far?
I think his stuff's good. Just missed with the fastball a little bit, getting into some counts, but I think his split is sharp today. You know, the grounder from Trey turned into a double, did a good job base running. But outside of that, I think he feels good. He's sharp.
We know this is a team that can create chaos and runs real fast. What do you have to do against a guy like Jesus Luzardo, who's come out firing?
He's coming out firing. You know, the spin is really good today. He's got a good fastball also, but the slider, the curve, or the sweeper, whatever he's got, is kind of keeping us off balance. He's filling up the strike zone. You know, it doesn't seem like he's going to give any free passes today. So we're going to have to collect some hits. And I thought Shohei hit that ball pretty well, but the wind's blowing in. But it's going to be a close ball game all the way to the end.
Dave, we appreciate the time.
All right, Trish.
Thank you. Guys?
Want to pitch in. Well, here's Ohtani, why he's so unique as a pitcher. I mean, there's talk that if Ohtani comes back, he's the Dodgers' best pitcher, which is crazy to think when you have Yamamoto. But in 2022, he was fourth.
He had retired 13 in a row. And now a base runner for Ohtani. StatCast 3D breakdown of the game powered by Google Cloud. Home runs taken away by the wind. We were talking about this earlier.
Pretty incredible. I mean, we heard it from Alec Bohm saying that a lot of balls are getting knocked down to center field. While Teoscar Hernandez, a flyout earlier in the game, would have been a homer. Sometimes you look at a field, you don't really realize maybe the flags might give you an indicator, but if it gets really high up here, the wind blows directly in.
Ohtani with 2 flyouts.
Always for a pitcher, third time through the lineup, when a hitter sees you a third time, the advantage now goes to the hitter.
Dodgers with just their second base runner tonight. You know that Luzardo has been cruising here. But now, third time through, facing the league's best player. What does he have for this 2-2 pitch? And instead of going home, he'll check on Pajes.
Let's see, I haven't seen the slow sweeper from Luzardo to Ohtani yet. It might be a good time for it.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets Ohtani with the changeup. Strikeout number 7 for Luzardo.
Usually you don't see a lot of left-on-left changeups just because he can speed up a lefty's bat. But in this case, the bottom just falls out of it. 89 miles an hour. Mom loves it.
And here comes Ohtani. Looking for his first hit tonight. Blocked by Real Muto.
Oftentimes you see a left-on-left matchup against Ohtani and you think, all right, well, maybe this guy has a chance to get him out. But Ohtani does such a good job of, even though it looks like he's spinning out of control sometimes, he's able to keep his barrel back.
Coming off an unprecedented 50-50 campaign, shattering the single-season Dodger home run record. In the dirt, Real Muto gets to that one.
This list is incredible. I mean, just to get to 2020, if you're a 2020 player in the big leagues, you're really good. But 40-40, this is, you're a superhero. Ronald Acuna, Alfonso Soriano, A-Rod did it a couple times.
Ohtani sharply hit ball into right for a base hit. Rojas rounds second, heads to third. Ohtani with a one-out single, and the Dodgers bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Mookie Betts.
There's the fastball. Notice how he still keeps his bat lagging behind him, even though you feel like his shoulder and his hips have cleared. Last year against lefties, he had an 867 OPS and just rips it right past Bryce Harper. That ball came off the bat at 104.
Philadelphia is going to make a pitching change. Jose Ruiz will come in to face Mookie Betts. And the Phillies up 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, new pitcher for the Phillies, Jose Ruiz, with 2 outs, runners at the corners, and Mookie Betts at the plate, representing the tying run.
Not an easy spot for Ruiz. We mentioned Ryan Kerkerian is down today. This would normally be Kerkerian's spot. Third appearance of the year. It's curveball heavy.
Part of the Dodger order here. Not just Kerkering, you also mentioned Jose Alvarado after that lengthy outing yesterday, unavailable. Dodgers 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. There goes Ohtani from first, throw down, got him! And the inning is over. One more look.
Do not run on JT Realmuto. He just threw out the unicorn.
Apple テレビプラスが誇る大人気企画、フライデーナイト、ベースボールが開幕した。舞台は熱狂渦巻くフィラデルフィア、シチズンズ、バンク、パーク、今宵、メジャーリーグの覇者ロサンゼルス、ドジャースがフィリーズとの世紀の決戦に挑む。歴史的な8連勝という破竹のスタートを切った王者ドジャース。その原動力こそ、現代野球界の生ける伝説、我らが日本の至宝、大谷翔平その人である。今シーズン、未だ無敗を誇る王者ドジャース。その中心には常に背番号17が輝いている。昨シーズン、球団新記録となる54本塁打、さらに驚異の59盗塁を決め、史上初の50本塁打50盗塁を達成した二刀流の英雄は、もはや人間の領域をはるかに超えた存在となった。野球史122年の中でも、前年の覇者としてこれほど完璧なシーズンスタートを飾ったチームは存在しない。その偉業の中心にあるのが、まさに日本が誇る大谷翔平の異次元の活躍だ。対するフィリーズのマウンドには、今季からドジャースの一員となった日本球界のエース、山本由伸が立つ。アメリカ挑戦後、圧倒的な落ち着きと切れ味鋭いスプリットを武器に、堂々とした投球を披露。今季開幕後の2試合でも抜群の投球術を見せつけ、アメリカの解説陣も驚きを隠せない。彼の冷静さと制球力はまさに MLB の舞台を完全に掌握している。迎え撃つフィリーズも決して油断はできない。主砲ブライス・ハーパーは、球界を代表する闘志あふれるスラッガーとして、チームを牽引してきた。長年ワールドシリーズ制覇に手をかけながら、未だ届かない悲願の頂点を目指し、今夜もフルスイングを続けるだろう。だが、今夜の主役はやはり、野球の神に最も近い男、大谷翔平である。3度の MVP、打者専念ながら歴代初の指名打者として MVP 獲得。さらに昨季の驚異的な OPS プラス190という数字は、伝説的名手マイク・ピアザをはるかに超えるものだ。さらに特筆すべきはその圧倒的な脚力で、盗塁成功率は驚愕の 94% を記録。誰も真似できない次元でプレーをしている。ドジャースの戦歴を見ても、まさに球団史上、これほど規格外な選手はいない。そんな彼が、今季中にも投手としてマウンドに復帰する可能性もあるという。フィリーズとドジャースの戦いは、今年のポストシーズンを予感させる4月の頂上決戦となることだろう。この伝説をリアルタイムで目撃できる我々は、まさに幸運である。これからも大谷翔平の異次元の記録更新を目撃するために、 ぜひ次回以降の試合も目を離さずに見届けてほしい。